Hello, pile number 1. I just shuffled the first card. So this reading is, what female archetype are you? So I chose about, I don't know how many there really are. I think I wrote about like 9. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at what female archetype are you? What energy do you embody? You know, it doesn't matter if you identify as a female or a male. We're gonna take a look at, yeah, what would describe you, what your feminine energy is, you know, regardless of what you identify as. And as I was shuffling, I was getting the Hermit. But first I want to read the archetypes. Okay. I'll be right back. I forgot to pull up the archetypes. Alright, pile number 1. So we're gonna take a look at what female archetype would best describe you, or archetypes, because there's multiple. And if you don't resonate with them, you can pick another pile. I have 9 of them here. They're the ones that I thought made sense. Like, I read other ones, but maybe I just didn't understand them. Alright, so pile, I have them here. Pile number 1, their female archetype. Female, feminine archetype. Pile number 1. Let's see. We have, oh wow, we have femme fatale, and I knew that was gonna come out here with the devil and the death card. Let's see, maybe let's get another one. I'm very excited for this reading. Oops. Oh, I should grab those two. I think these were stuck together. We have the wise woman. Oh, and I was just talking about the hermit card. We'll take one more. And you can resonate with multiple piles. So if there's something else you wanted to be described as, then that's probably you. But you can pick another pile. The mother. Interesting. Alright. I feel like that correlates with everything here. So I was shuffling, I saw the hermit card. So the wise woman. Definitely, you know, the hermit card is about introspection. You take the time to heal and work through, you know, your traumas or your triggers, your emotions. You could be an introvert or omnivore. But you could prefer to maybe a homebody. Maybe you like to socialize, but it could maybe drain you a little. But you know, the hermit is, you know, this very wise person who goes on a journey to find themselves, and it's, you know, very hard. In some cards it's a man, like, even like going through stormy weather, snowy weather with just their lamp. So you've definitely had to go through things on your own, different experiences on your own. Yeah, let's go ahead and read what. Oh, I'll link it down below. It's EV magazine. I really liked how they described the archetypes. We have the wise woman. Based on Athena, the goddess of wisdom, the wise woman is a picture of poise and values, deep knowledge, great discipline, and strategy above all else. She seeks to know more, always choosing to listen to her head instead of her heart. Prizes her emotional objectivity and critical thinking, and may feel more comfortable with men than with women. I'll say something else. Unfortunately, the wise woman often lacks female kinship, fails to invest in her emotional intelligence, has little patience for idealists, and whatever else she considers frivolous, and can come across as unfeeling. That could probably be like the dark attributes to the wise woman. And maybe, yeah, you might have like a very close-knit circle of friends, but that doesn't mean, that you don't know how to make friends, you don't know how to keep friends. Maybe it's just been difficult making female relationships with other women. But I feel like being a wise woman, that you have to invest in your emotional intelligence as well in order to gain all that wisdom. So I don't necessarily agree with that part, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, an old soul, you could consider yourself an old soul, might resonate with that. People think you're very young, but you're wise, very wise. Maybe because of what you've had to go through, and you're very intelligent. Even if you haven't had, you don't have 6 degrees, but you like to research what you like to learn about what you like, and yeah, people just know that you're very wise, very astute. Yeah. Okay. Then we had the femme fatale. So this definitely, I knew this was gonna come out here with the devil and the death card. It's very, very, very seductive. I also think of the siren. It's a very, very seductive. You are very, very magnetic. You let's read about it first before I like channel or talk about what I think about the femme fatale. Let's see. Oh, it's not here. Let me look for it. I forgot. Okay. So femme fatale is a character type that embodies beauty, mystery, seduction, and danger. Her role often involves entrapping a man into her web of deceit and ruining him in some way. Other times she is working with the main villains and uses the hero for their evil needs. So that's kind of like a non-fiction. Let's see. What else did it say? One strong female archetype is that of a femme fatale, fatal woman. The femme fatale is a natural and feminine woman who harnesses the darkness and the destruction behind her allure. She uses her feminine irresistibility, her beauty, charm, and sexual prowess, I don't know how to say that, to enchant men. She's powerful because she's a woman, not in spite of it. Oh wow. The femme fatale is an ancient archetype found in the myths. Oh, and it just goes into the history. So, okay. So with the femme fatale, it kind of reminds me as well as the siren. You are very magnetic. You definitely lure men or women or anyone you're interested in very easily, and people are easily attracted to you. But with the femme fatale, there's also this energy of intimidation, that you know your power. You've gone through this journey and became the wise woman, and you're not only wise, but you're a force to be reckoned with here with the femme fatale. With the devil, as soon as I got this card, I felt like a very powerful energy. Very powerful, I feel like, yeah, with the death card as well, you're the karma. You don't need to get revenge on anyone who just is trying to be out to get you. They will receive their karma. And, maybe even in this life. And here with the devil, yeah, very magnetic, very intense, very passionate. And people could even wonder what you're like in bed. And if they do know what you're like in bed, people can probably become obsessive. Yeah, I'm thinking of like a very, very powerful woman, very in comfortable in their own sexuality, who knows they're seductive, who knows their power. But I'm also feeling like you don't take advantage of people. To become this wise woman, that you don't need to take advantage of people. You don't care for competition because you can get things on your own without having to fight for it. Yeah, with the death card, it could be like a Scorpio. You've gone through, transformations here with the wise woman as well. And transformations to me aren't easy. Yeah. You're kind of like, I'm also seeing the Tower card. That's also a Scorpio card. You're kind of like just this intense. When you come into people's lives, they feel this intense energy. If they're, if they've healed enough, they're confident enough, they'll be in awe of you, and they'll want to be around you for good intentions. But those who are not healed, you could, trigger them, make them feel insecure and intimidated. We also have the mother, so I feel like that tells it all. Very nurturing, very kind. You could be a mother, you don't have to be 12:21 on the clock. Or you could want to be a mother, you don't have to. Let's see, the mother. We have Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, symbolizes a woman's inherent motherly nature. The nurturing mother is, first and foremost, a caretaker. She sees offering love, safety to others as her true calling, possesses a strong protective instinct, seeks to cultivate deep familiarity in her relationships, and always has kind words to soothe her loved ones. However, this is like the dark attributes. However, the nurturing mother may run into issues when she continuously puts her others' needs before her own, loses her sense of self, allows others to easily abuse her giving nature, and may become too controlling of her loved ones, becoming what is known as a devouring mother. Alright, so maybe you've had to hear your people pleasing tendencies and know that you are, you're a very giving person. Your energy is sacred, your time is sacred, and maybe people have taken advantage of that. Now, you've become this powerful, wise woman, but you're still this very empathic, nurturing person who is willing to give this, all your energy to those who actually deserve it. Wow, very powerful. We have then the King of Cups. So regardless of what you identify as, you're a very a leader in tune with your emotions, who's compassionate. You're not like a tyrant. You're a very, you're a calm, cool, collected leader who will definitely take people's emotions into consideration when making decisions. We have the Moon. So the Moon reminds me of the mother. Cancer. This is Cancer. You might be a Cancer, or have that in your chart. And Cancer is also very, I think, known as a motherly sign. So yeah, in the Moon, I heard from This is Mariah. She talks in one of her episodes about the Moon and how she is playing the role of a controlling mother. So I feel like that ties in with the devouring mother. Maybe you've had to deal with a mother who became a devouring mother because of their trauma, what they went through. Okay, then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is, you could be working on your finances, and it's definitely stable. You're gonna have stability, and the Spirit is saying to keep working on your finances. And here with this Three of Pentacles, you could be a very good collaborator because you've gone through a lot. You've learned how to work with people. Again, with this Femme Fatale, you are you know how to not take advantage of people, but you know your power. Very charming as well. And if you use that, not to be manipulative, but you've used that charm to your advantage, your finances will keep growing. Let's see, can I get anything else? Yeah. So there could be competition on where you're working through. Maybe you've had to go through competition or go through drama. But you're becoming this stable person who is working on themselves. Yeah, here with the Queen of Cups. In touch with your emotions. Alright, pile number 1, that was your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to book a reading, my Etsy is down below. Have a good day. Hello, pile number 1. I just shuffled the first card. So this reading is, what female archetype are you? So I chose about, I don't know how many there really are. I think I wrote about 9. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at what What female archetype are you? What energy do you embody? You know, it doesn't matter if you identify as a female or a male. We're gonna take a look at, yeah, what would describe you, what your feminine energy is, you know, regardless of what you identify as. And as I was shuffling, I was getting the Hermit. But first I want to read the archetypes. Okay. I'll be right back. I forgot to pull up the archetypes. Hello, pile number 2. We're taking a look at what female archetype are you. I chose 9, and I'm going to get some tarot cards to further describe you and those archetypes. Oops. Dark. Did I put a filter on or something? Alright, anyways. So we have the King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, Page of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. I like these cards. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at what female archetype are you? I'll put the diamonds in here. Some more. Alright. Number 2. Oops. Female archetype. Number 2. We have the Lover. The Mother. Get one more. And we have the Mystic. All right. I also saw the Huntress. So we'll take a look at all those. So we have the Mystic, the Mother, and the Lover, and I also heard to talk about the Huntress. So we'll talk about the Mother first. I'm gonna read a part of the Mother in the evmagazine.com. Let's see. The Mother, Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, symbolizes a woman's inherent motherly nature. The nurturing mother is first and foremost a caretaker. She sees offering love and safety to others as her true calling. Possesses a strong protective instinct. Seeks to cultivate deep familiarity in her relationships and always has kind words to soothe her loved ones. share some dark attributes. However, the nurturing mother may run into issues when she continuously puts others' needs before her own, loses her sense of self, allows others to easily abuse her giving nature, and may become too controlling of her loved ones, becoming what is known as the devouring mother. Oops, what did I just... Okay. So, the mother. I feel like that ties in with the Six of Cups. You see a person with a younger person here, a child, and they're giving them, you know, their cup of love, their cup of a plant that they took care of for this child. And I feel like you could be a mother yourself. You don't have to be. You could be an older sibling. You could have taken care of siblings. You could want to be a mother, but you don't have to. You could just be, you know, very nurturing. Children may be drawn to you and like being around you. Maybe you work in the education field or with children, and yeah, your kids can see that you have a very you have pure soul. I'm hearing pure energy. You have good intentions. You're very nurturing. You could be the mother in your friend group as well. Okay, then we have the Mystic. Let me read the Mystic. We have, it says, Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, is the inspiration for the mystic woman, an archetype that symbolizes a woman's yearning to cultivate an inner peace, one that strives to find home within herself. Often rather introspective and intuitive, the mystic woman naturally leans into her spiritual side, avoids the spotlight, and carries the gravitas of an old soul. And the dark attributes, her shortcomings, however, intertwine with her strengths. She's too introverted at times, especially with her emotions, leading others to overlook her or to see her as too distant. So, I didn't talk about the examples they give here. So, contemporary examples, like in movies and shows, they have the Oracle from The Matrix, Phoebe from Friends, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and Scarlet Witch from Avengers. So yeah, you could, you're very in tune with your intuition. You could do a tarot, you could do astrology. You're very psychic, and people can tell that. Very, very mysterious. I'm being shown like a gypsy, like a very seductive gypsy who is also like a fortune teller. Maybe that could have been you in a past life, and you're now, you know, working on your spiritual self, your spiritual well-being. And yeah, you could resonate with being an old soul. Like they said, you could like being introverted. You could get maybe drained. Yeah, I feel like if you're more into like the spirituality, you could be drained and easily by people's energies, and you could like to stay, you know, at home. And people could see that maybe you don't like to have many friends, and that's okay. But yeah, I get this very like peaceful, kind of like the wise woman, like the hermit card as well, but very like the high priestess and the hermit combined. You know, very wise and mystic and psychic at the same time. We have the Lover. We have the Lover. Like Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, passion, and fertility, the lover is in touch with her desire to make an intense connection and her biological instinct to procreate. A charismatic, free-spirited, sensual woman, the lover craves intimacy and thrilling relationships. She thrives on creativity and openly expresses her feelings. In dark attributes, we have, but if she's not careful, the lover might find that she allows her emotions to run wild, lacks focus, forges shallow relationships, and due to her fear of being alone, bases her self-esteem on what others think of her. Even worse, she might become vindictive if feeling rejected or use her sexuality to wield power, becoming the temptress. Contemporary examples: Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, Samantha from Sex and the City, and Rose from Titanic. So I feel like a very charming person. People could think you're very, even though you might feel introverted and want to kind of seclude yourself when you feel drained. When you socialize with people, people can see that you're very, very charismatic, very, very charming, and very confident. Even if you don't feel like that, you know, which you should, because people would see that you're very attracted to you. Maybe some romantically, maybe some platonically, and yeah, you could be a very creative person. I'm hearing in your head a lot, and you know that means you're very psychic, and yeah, you could be okay with expressing how you feel and working on your feelings. And they also said maybe you've had to work on, you know, your fear of being alone, being in relationships that maybe just want to take advantage of your energy, and you know, and it's okay to crave relationships, but I feel like if we are chasing, or always a chaser, it definitely clouds our judgment, and we don't work on ourselves, we're distracting ourselves. So I feel like you've had to maybe stop dating or not date as much to focus on yourself. And I had also seen the Huntress. Okay, so inspired by Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, this archetype illustrates a woman's innermost desire to act with independence, achieve great things, and diligently focus on the goals she's most passionate about. Easily the embodiment of female dominance, success, freedom, and fearlessness, the Huntress possesses many qualities to look up to. This archetype illustrates a woman's innermost... Oh, I just said that. And dark attributes. While the Huntress does feel a special kinship with other women, she also comes with her drawbacks. She may have trouble fitting someone else into her full life, can become emotionally distant, and place too much importance on achievements. Contemporary examples: Serena Williams, Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games, Wonder Woman, Merida from Brave. Yeah, so like I was saying with the lover, maybe you've dealt with people, situationships, relationships that just took more than they gave, and you're in this energy of being independent, you know, striving for success. You're liking your freedom, your singlehood. You're working on your goals. if that's not the case, Spirit wants you to work on that, to work on your goals, your female power. You're very powerful. Because you're fearless and very powerful. If you'd like to work maybe with the goddess, you can work with Artemis. Okay. Then we have the King of Wands. Yeah, it's definitely very confident in your power, despite, regardless of what you identify as, you come up with this very courageous, charismatic leader, and you're a king, so you've come a long way. You're very independent, very, very passionate about what you love, kind of like the energy of the huntress. The Three of Pentacles, you've worked, you know how to work with people. Maybe you've had people who maybe betrayed you in like business-wise, work-wise. Maybe they copied your ideas, but you're learning to be cunning. I'm hearing cunning and follow your intuition when it comes to people. Let's see. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, even though you're like this very fearless leader, with the Page of Wands, they always remind me of like you also know how to have fun, very adventurous. You're in tune with your inner child. Here with the Nine of Cups, you're very proud of what you have. You're emotionally fulfilled, and if not, you will be getting there. Here with the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, you're working on building a legacy, generational wealth, whether if it's on your own or with a partner. Maybe you have pets, maybe you have kids, you don't have to. But yeah, you're the huntress. I definitely feel the huntress. You're very powerful, independent, very strong, very wise as well. Alright. Wow, I like this energy. Definitely a person I'd want to have a connection with. Alright, pile number 2, that was your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Hello, pile number 3. That's your reading. We're taking a look at what female archetype are you. And I picked 8 that we're going to be choosing from in this little bag. I think there's more, but I feel like we could start with those. And I'm also going to be using the tarot to describe them further. For pile number 3, female archetype number 3. Alright, we have the devil at the bottom. Can't even see that. Okay. On this side, and well, we can't see that either. But right here. Alright, so pile number 3. What female archetype are you? There's 9 names here. We have the Lover, and I knew this was gonna come out because we have the Lovers. Next, the Mystic. Aggressive ASMR. And we have the Huntress. We'll do one more. Femme Fatale. This goes well with the Devil here. Should we do one more? I think that's good. Alright. So, we have Femme Fatale, the Mystic, the Huntress, the Lover. Okay, I'm gonna read what each one is. A quick description. So for Femme Fatale, we have Femme Fatales are often portrayed as villainous. According to Virginia Allen, the defining traits of a femme fatale are her promiscuity and her rejection of motherhood, seen as one of her most threatening qualities, since by denying his immortality and his posterity, it leads to the ultimate destruction of the male. Oh, this is not even the top of the page. Okay, well, the femme fatale is a natural and feminine woman who harnesses the darkness and destruction behind her allure. She uses her feminine irresistibility, her beauty, charm, and sexual prowess to enchant men. She's powerful because she's a woman, not in spite of it. An example would be Poison Ivy, Jessica Rabbit. Okay, so with this femme fatale, very powerful. You're a very, very powerful woman or man. You very strong boundaries. I'm hearing you've had people maybe cross those boundaries, maybe take advantage of your energy, and at this point you've healed. And you know, here with this Hermit card, you're very wise. You've had to heal. Maybe you've gone to therapy. If not, that's okay. And you're being aware of your power, that you deserve the best, and you know that you are, you know, your energy is sacred. And even though this is kind of like for like, I'm seeing Jennifer's body, like very, very powerful. Very, people could think you're tempting. You're, you know, I feel like people, oh god, people who are in a relationship could feel like you're very tempting. But anyways, don't worry about that. Very tempting, also very intimidating. People who get triggered will feel intimidated by you. You're very seductive. Spirit wants you to work on being comfortable with your sensuality, your feminine energy, whatever that, you know, means to you. Here with the Devil card, yeah, very powerful. You could, maybe after interacting with them, either physically or just in conversations, they could be very intrigued. They want more of your energy, and maybe some could become obsessive, so be careful. Then we have the Lover. We have the Lovers here. So maybe people could think you're like their soulmate. You're their one true love. Let me go ahead and read. The Lover. Like Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, passion, and fertility, the Lover is in touch with her desire to make an intense connection and her biological instinct to procreate. A charismatic, free-spirited, sensual woman, the Lover craves intimacy and thrilling relationships, thrives on creativity, and openly expresses her feelings. And we have some dark attributes, but if she's not careful, the Lover might find that she allows her emotions to run wild, lacks focus, forges shallow relationships, and due to her fear of being alone, bases her self-esteem on what others think of her. Even worse, she might become vindictive if feeling rejected, or use her sexuality to wield power, becoming the temptress. Contemporary examples: Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, Samantha from Sex and the City, Rose from Titanic. So here with the Maiden. Sorry, not the Maiden. What? You could also be the Maiden, but with the Lover here, yeah, people could think you're very like charming. They could think you're flirting with them, but in reality, you're just being nice to them. Yeah, they'll think you're very, very flirty, very charismatic, and maybe you are flirting. You like to flirt, but maybe the wrong people think you're flirting, but you're just being nice. Yeah, so very flirty, like a tease. I'm feeling like. Let's see. We also have the Huntress. Let me go ahead and read that. So, inspired by Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, this archetype illustrates a woman's innermost desire to act with independence, achieve great things, and diligently focus on the goals she's most passionate about. Easily the embodiment of female dominance, success, freedom, and fearlessness, the Huntress possesses many qualities to look up to. While the Huntress does feel a special kinship with other women, she also comes with her drawbacks. She may have trouble fitting someone else into her life, can become emotionally distant, and place too much importance on achievements. Contemporary examples: Serena Williams, Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games, Wonder Woman, and Merida from Brave. So, with the Huntress and with the Lover here, maybe you could have had to heal from being, the chaser, and in relationships or friendships, and that maybe there was heartbreak, and then you became very distant. So I feel like you've been healing that. You're with the Huntress. You've decided to work on yourself, your business, your school, your work, yourself, your body, your health, whatever it is you're working on. You're wanting to put that anger into working out or your goals. There was a reader. What was her channel? Read Me My Rights 101, I think. And she said that she wrote so many children's books when she was feeling, betrayed and anger. Well, she was angry after having gone through something. She channeled that anger into creativity, and I think that's amazing. So I think Spirit wants you to do that. Channel that, that betrayal, emotion into your goals. Yeah, here with the Seven of Cups, you have many things. You could be multitasking, or you have many talents and gifts, and you might not know what to work on. You have many ideas, to work on what, you know, what you think would grow, what you feel most drawn to. Yeah, maybe you've had to deal with maybe addictions, or distracting yourself from working on yourself, and now you're working towards that, towards your independence. Here with the Six of Swords, you've had to walk away. You're walking away from situations that don't suit you, like relationships, friendships, family, jobs. And here with the Knight of Cups, like this is very, yeah, with the Lovers, very romantic. You're very romantic, very charming, very charismatic, very creative. Here you would wear your heart on your sleeve, but now you're being careful. Here with the Queen of Wands, yeah, with that Huntress energy, very confident, very charismatic, charming. I keep repeating myself, but yeah, that's just your energy at the moment. Very resilient. Here with the Sunflowers, I think of that as being resilient. Here with the Lion, very powerful. She has a bunch of lions around her, very powerful. Very psychic. We have the Mystic. Here with this Black Cat, you're protected. Your guides are, you know, with you. You could have a cat. And then, yeah, the last one we had the Mystic. Oops. Okay, let me read the Mystic. 1 second. We had Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, is the inspiration for the mystic woman, an archetype that symbolizes a woman's yearning to cultivate an inner peace, one that strives to find home within herself. Often rather introspective and intuitive, the mystic woman naturally leans into her spiritual side, avoids the spotlight, and carries the gravitas of an old soul. Her shortcomings, however, intertwine with her strengths. She's too introverted at times, especially with her emotions, leading others to overlook her or to see her as too distant. Contemporary examples: Oracle from The Matrix, Phoebe from Friends, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and Scarlet Witch from The Avengers. So yeah, maybe you're in this energy of people could see you as too distant. You don't want to make friends, but in reality you're just working on yourself. You're a kind person, but you know that you have to be careful with your energy. Here with the Mystic, you find, you know, peace with yourself. With the Hermit card, you've worked on yourself. You like your alone time.